Vroom, vroom. This is the stuff that we put underneath the starter motor. Now I tried this years ago on my own car, and that was before John was here. So John made a new thing to hold the starter motor to the car. Bracket. No, not bracket, it's a strap. Okay. A new strap, and it still leapt about. And he was very sceptical about this, but anyway, we fitted it, and the starter motor doesn't move at all. On the starter motor, Susie.
Probably won't go now.
Battery flat.
No, turned off. Don't move an iota, does it?
Doesn't start it either.
Oh yeah. Well, can't expect perfection. That was the battery going down.
Yeah, battery going down. No good, that battery.
Yeah, we'll have to get a new battery. Anyway, that proved the point. That don't move at all. And that underneath that start motor is a bit of that sound deadening. And what it does is it actually makes sure that the thing is matching the crankcase, because it takes up the bits of gap. Whereas if the crankcase is a bit worn and you tighten the start motor down, the start motor's dead flat, it does that. Whereas if you've got something between it like that, it makes it solid. And that's, I found that out on my own Type 34 years ago when I actually had a car.
Right, so tell me about the firing order.
Well, this car has never run properly because of the fact that when John said to me, what's the firing order, I can't remember. So I got Mr. Conway's book out, Overhauling, Maintaining Bugatti. And in here it quotes two firing orders, the early firing order, which is what this car would be, and the later firing order. So John obviously set this to the early firing order, which, you know, should be right. And John's going, it don't run properly, there's something wrong with that. That firing order's not right. I said, well listen John, how can they alter it? You can't alter the cam, you can't alter the crank, it can't be wrong. So, you know, John wouldn't have it, and in the end we said, well the only way, John, is we've got to take the cam box cover off, and we turn it over and say, right, it's firing on that one, and then we turn it over a bit more, and then we say, it's firing on that one, and we went all the way down it, and according to that book, John had got it absolutely dead right. But it turns out that the book is wrong, because the early firing order is, Susie?
Yeah, it's 15264837. Is that right, John?
Yeah.
And that is what this firing order is. And the book says
15263748.
Okay. Well, you live and learn, don't you?
So the book's wrong, but we wasted quite a lot of time sort of saying, well, how can it be wrong? How can it be wrong? Until in the end we had to check it, and then we thought, oh, our Bugatti's got a unique firing order. That would be quite good for the experts to explain. Well, of course, it hasn't. It's got the right firing order, and the book is wrong. So there you are. No one's perfect. Even Mr. Conway. As I wish he was alive, because I could really gee him up. It would be quite good fun, really. But anyway, he is a good old boy, I must say, and we miss him immensely.
Okay.
So now, just rest that back on. Where is it, John? And for the first time ever, we're actually going to start the car with the proper firing order, and you'll hear the difference. But I'm amazed that it didn't pop and bang, in the fact that, mind you, I suppose the sparks weren't wrong, were they?
Well, that was the problem. Because we changed all the ignition leads, that's how we come about determining the firing order.
Yeah, that was it, yeah. Wants a bit more, does it?
Yeah.
We got any?
I think it's coming through, it's just not sucking it up through the carburetor, you know?
No.
It really pulled the choke out.
Yeah, I did that.
Naughty car.
Got ignition on it,
Yeah.
I don't know what to suggest.
The leads are all on, are they?
Yeah. Let me put the finger over the bottom of the car.
Bastard, isn't it?
Should go now though.
Yeah, it's got petrol, is it?
Yeah. Not having it, is it?
No. Check the spark, John, just to see if it is sparking.
Good.
Yeah?
Yeah, like.
It doesn't seem to like this firing order, John, that's right.
No, it's funny, isn't it?
Do you think if we had a higher level of fuel, more pressure, or that would make the difference?
It's getting to the carburetor.
Because it's
It's not
running.
getting from the carb into the engine. It's a brand new engine, it's not really.
What about a bit of easy start?
Yeah, we could do a bit of brake cleaner come to it.
Whatever you think.
Um,
We got easy start, I think.
While we're waiting for John, Ivan, why don't you talk about this?
Oh, yeah.
It's a good bit of kit, isn't it?
Well, we found this in amongst the stuff. It's undoubtedly original because I've never seen a Bugatti badge with the holes and everything to put it on something like that. So I reckon it's very old. I mean, that could easily be supplied with a car when it was new. Because like, if you're going to drive one of these in the real winter, you have to cover the radiator. Because, you know, it's obviously cooled so that in the hot weather it can be cool, when in the cold weather it hasn't got a thermostat. So obviously you had a lot of options there to open that up or open that up, leave that shut. So it's such a nice thing. I think that we ought to make an effort to, you know, I think you ought to take it to the repair shop, darling, and tell them that it's your dad's or something, and you'd love to remember him with it or something, I don't know, but we'll find someone to do it if we don't do it ourselves.
Brilliant.
Old John's a dab hand on the old industrial sewing machine, so I'm sure we can do something. And we've also got Tiger Seal.
I'm not sure we're going to butcher that with Tiger Seal.
Well, I don't think it would do any harm. But try, John.
yeah, because that's the bit that I've managed to get in the inlet manifold.
Yeah.
So it's obviously got a.
Yeah.
I wonder if that leaking the manifold. Now.
Could be, couldn't it?
Yeah, that's squirting in the carburetor.
Oh. Yeah, I think you've got to keep squirting in for a bit.
On then.
No, so it ain't sucking it up, is it?
No.
Or, you know, perhaps it's just, I don't know. What do you want, more fuel in that pot?
Yeah. Yeah, maybe. I wonder if it. Well, it's blocked now.
Well, it was blocked, wasn't it?
It was blocked.
Is the fuel on, John?
No.
Well, I don't know what to say.
It's got to go, hasn't it? Go on.
Yeah.
Have you done all that advanced retard business?
Yeah, we look like failures, don't we?
Tell you what. Phew.
You'll have to put this on, you know, because people don't want to see us being so successful all the time. Is it coming through though, John?
Well, that's the other thing, isn't it? Because it could still be blocked. Could be like... There must be like a load of...
When we get our new fuel tank, it'll be wonderful.
In the plug, in the thing. Actually, it's not coming through. What the hell?
Maybe it was on. Have you boys done this before?
First time I've ever seen a big game.
Well, you know, we're good at the hard stuff, we ain't good at the easy stuff.
Oh, it's coming out now, it's pouring out.
Ah, it's got a vacuum in the header.
Yes, want to drill a little hole in that, John?
Yeah.
When you pressurised it with blowing in it, what you did was you blew some more air into it.
Yeah, don't crank it then, I'll push you back and so on.
Feels retired today.
Where's my seat?
Really charging, look.
Yeah.
Well, that's good for the future.
Yeah.
When we rewire it, at least we know that works.
Yeah, no, that's good. And the oil pressure?
Lovely off. Not smoking.
Is it?
Good?
No smoke? Okay. Fuel.
Possible.
There you are, sir.
Right, hopefully, I've left the ignition on, so that didn't help.
Tinning.
Tinning.
Yeah. So you just warm it up and then wipe it like that, and that is it. Tinned, ready for soldering.
Oh, okay.
What he's done, he's silver soldered that flange onto there, so that when you tin it, the silver solder don't melt because there's a different melting point to the solder.
Oh, okay.
So you can go mad with that, and it wouldn't make that come off. If it was all done with solder, it'd just fall off.
Yeah, so what we're going to do is rivet that on there with steel rivets, top rivets, and then we'll solder it on, solder blobs over the rivets, then drill out the hole for the filler neck, put the filler neck in, solder that on, job done. Obviously we've got to put in the pickup for the fuel.
Yeah.
Which is that one, and the drain plug for the, which will go underneath of course.
Okay.
And then we try and get the pickup pipe going towards the drain plug.
What are we doing?
Well, we're doing really good. We got you'd have to take a little picture of this, Susie, in here. What it is, that is the main pickup. So it comes down, it's going to get soldered to there so it can't vibrate, and it's going to get soldered to there so it can't vibrate. And the pickup is going to be right next to the drain plug. So if there's ever any trouble, we can drain the drain plug out and clean.
Oh, okay.
You know, so we're sort of thinking ahead. But I mean, there shouldn't be any trouble because it's brand new, but you know. These are the rivets that hold the baffle in, and we're soldering them up on the outside so they can't possibly leak. Because the thing is with us,
This is nearly finished.
we're used to doing petrol tanks for Type 35s and they're pressurised. So this doesn't have to be quite the same because it isn't going to be pressurised, it'll have a fuel pump of subscription. But nevertheless, it don't want to leak, does it? So, you know, we're being as careful as we can, really. Because we don't want to be in the bows of the cross-Channel ferry. Well, the owner of the Type 44, please come because your car's running petrol all over the deck. Because that's when it'll leak. It won't leak in the garage if it's done, yeah, and that's going to have the sender in it, which it wouldn't normally have, and a modern gauge that we're going to hide out of sight, but we can still look at it. That slides up and down. We can still look at it. See that? As that goes up, it tells you how much fuel's in there.
Hold on, I was saying, take that clip off.
That drops in there. And then we'll hide the gauge. It's already got one as it happens, but we've got a new one, and we'll hide it under the dash so you can have a look under there and see how much fuel you've got. Save having to get out and dip the tank. Obviously, we're putting the filler cap on the other side of the car to where it was, because it seems to be normal to be on the exhaust side, but that's ridiculous. I was just going to walk towards the car then, and of course it's not here, is it? But anyway, that's on the opposite side to the exhaust pipe, tailpipe.
Okay, good.
So there we are.
Right, so is the fuel tank done?
Well, nearly. The final bit's going to go on there,
Okay.
but we're going to obviously try it in the car first.
Yeah.
That's the things that rest on the chassis.
Yeah.
John's got to alter the straps that hold it on because they'll probably be different for this tank than the other tank.
Haven't we already done that, the straps?
No, we made a start on it, but they're not complete. But you see now what John's doing is he'll put it under there with a jack and hold it in position.
Yeah.
In fact, we
could do that whilst we're here.
Yeah.
Right underneath. Kind of lift it up onto the chassis.
Do you want me to push this under?
Can do. That's it, and then just pull. That's about it.
What do we think?
Well, it's good, look, and look, the filler cap, look, there's nothing there, it's exactly in the right place.
Oh, wow.
Obviously, this bit of metal goes on here, and obviously it ain't going to be that long.
I wonder, should we cut that and straighten it?
Yeah. Like that.
Oh, that's progress.
And then this bit of this little trim that goes here, we'll obviously have to cut that.
Okay.
So whilst we're here, we can maybe decide on what height we're thinking with it. It's got to come certain heights.
Not too low.
No, we don't want it too high though, because we've got all that, you know. Don't forget that's not going to be there.
No, obviously that's going to go there. Well, as low as it'll go, eh?
Yeah, I reckon. But yeah, you've got to have a bit of a gap here though, John, haven't you?
Yeah.
Oh, I think about there, wouldn't you? Oh, that's the answer. And that don't have to be there, that can be around like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it could go there.
About that height?
Yeah, I'd
Yeah.
say. Do you want me to get a pen?
No, I've got one.
Oh. Yeah, I'd say that's it, John.
Actually, I can look at that and redo that. That's all.
Right, how are we getting on with the fuel tank?
Well, while we've been at Anglesey testing the Hall and Scott, John's been working away and he's done a good job as usual. The tank is actually fit. It's not finally fitted because we're going to paint it. But what we've got to do, we've got to put some fuel in it and test it.
Okay. And all those nice pipes, that's fuel lines?
Yeah, and what have we put an SU pump on it, which is, you know, usual, that's what most people do. And obviously we've got the fuel level sender.
Oh yeah, yeah.
None of that is wired up because the whole car's got to be wired. But what John's doing, he's putting a temporary wire on the petrol pump so that we can run the car for the weekend for the French day.
Okay.
And we'll put the inside in it and everything, make it look nice, put the headlights on it, put the bonnet back on it and what have you. And that's it. And then,
So this is the tank under here?
yeah, and then once we've tried the fuel in it, it hasn't leaked, then we'll take it off
This looks good here.
and we'll paint it.
Yeah, it should be alright.
And this bit of trim.
Yeah, so we've altered that round there to clear the neck. Obviously that's a modern version of the...
Well, we'll probably give that a bit of a rub up to make it look not so blingy.
New
But
straps.
Yeah, yeah, we did that.
they went
Straps, yeah. Oh, fantastic.
And then, of course, we're looking at it and we found another problem. This goes on here and sort of holds the back spring on. And obviously while old John was fitting, he started to look at all that bit
And it just fell off.
and it's broken, look. But luckily it's a not forged, this is just a round bar. So we can measure it, put some thread on and bend the round bar up and make a new one. You know, usually, very often with these springs, that is a forged thing. So that's an easy job compared to a forged one. As it happened, when I was at Bewley, I bought a whole load of forged ones, a whole box of them, thinking, well, we might need them in the future. Another load of old junk, but anyway, that's going to need doing. But old John's on that, so that's no problem.
That's great. So that's the temporary wire.
Yeah, we're just putting a wire up to the ignition switch so we can turn it on in the fuel.
The new battery.
The new battery with the new battery bracket, because it had a silly bracket before, so John made all that. And then what we've done, we've put that there and we've put a hole in the floorboard, so when you leave it, you can turn it off. You know, like, you know, but it's a little bit of security if you like, because that'll be underneath the carpet, you won't even see that. So you lift the carpet up and turn it off. I've got to finish the towel pipe, because we haven't actually got the pipe going the full distance, but that's all right, we can do that. So I reckon by the weekend, if we keep plugging on, you know, it's going to look like a car. Something you could be proud of, Susan,
Oh,
if you're lucky.
might give you a ride.
Well, you never know. I don't know what that means, really. Right, Susie, that's the car more or less together. I mean, it probably all come to bits again, but anyway. We thought for Tim's French day, I thought, you know, we've got to get it looking like a car. So I think it's looking like a car.
Oh, it looks fabulous.
We're waiting for a set of spark plugs to come. When we get them, I reckon it'll be running like a bird.
We've got the seats back in.
Got the seats back in, all nice leather seats, nice carpet. Not very often you see carpet like that in a 44.
Oh, only the best for us.
And it would all clean up beautifully, Susie, so that'd be a nice little job for you.
As if I haven't got enough to do.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know, when you're not doing the washing up, you can do this.
Oh, you're treading on thin ice.
Right, so now, go to the back, look, darling, and I'll explain what I had in my mind, and you can tell me, because it's your car. But trying to get that to look beautiful, incorporating the lovely scintilla lights, is all going to be a bit difficult. So what I thought, what about, go back a bit darling, putting the number plate on there. Because when you stand back, you can see it. We could even solder some brackets on there for a proper number plate. And on there, put the light shining on it, you know. So that would look good.
Yeah.
And then all we've got to do then is mount these lovely lights somewhere.
Oh, the lights look good without the, yeah, it's so much better from behind, isn't it?
Yeah, you see, and you want good lights. I mean, even mounting
they're nice.
on there wouldn't be a bad thing. There's a full width of the vehicle, blah, 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 number plate light. The old...
and painting the number plate on, is that just for racing cars, or is that's an option?
We could be really leery and put a proper number plate on there.
Yeah,
Just aluminium. Good job.
It's the real deal. It's the old one. It's the right number.
The petrol tank is not completely finished. We could solder a couple of really nice brackets on there.
Oh, okay.
So we'll get a number plate and see what it looks like, because it ain't £1 million.
Or not use the old one.
No, you can't put that on there, but you reckon on the bleeding floor. What's up with you? Oh yeah, look, that looked really good, Susie. Look.
You've made your point, but that was original.
No, it's not original. Here, look, that'd be lovely.
That is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I thought we'd give this a bit of a rub, because it's made of aluminium.
Yeah.
You know, so we don't want it to look as blingy as that.
Yeah.
But that's going to be a lot more convenient than over the top of the exhaust pipe.
Yeah.
Because the exhaust pipe's not finished, but that will come out like that there. You know.
Yeah, under the... Yeah.
So new straps, which are good.
Oh, they look good, yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to paint all that black.
Paint it, well, yeah, we'll take the tank off again, paint them black, paint it black, and then as I say, I mean, we could even get the old sign writer down and get him to sign write it on there. Because he's a lovely old bloke, he'd do a good job. But I think we could have a proper bracket, looking proper, you know.
Fantastic.
Because it's all nice, that back of the car. It's a shame to clutter it up, doesn't it?
Oh, it looks fabulous. And the bonnet's back on as well.
Bonnet's back on, yeah, that's all ready to go.
Oh, the lights.
Yeah, and I tried some funny spark plugs, but they didn't work. We just happened to have them kicking around. So putting some good plugs in, be good. Now we haven't got the exhauster on there, because we haven't got it. But when old Tim says he's got one, so the exhauster would go there. This would probably go on the other side. That would go somewhere else completely. So a bit more to do there to make that look tiddly-poo. But, you know, it's coming on. It don't sound bad. And since John put a couple of plugs in it that are proper, it sounds even better. So a nice new set of plugs, that'd be good.
Well, hopefully they'll come today.
Oh, they'll be here in a minute. JR's bloody marvellous. You put the phone down and they're standing there with them. Yeah, so I'm pleased really. I think for the weekend, at least you've got a running car. I mean, I only bought it 3 months ago, was it?
December, yeah.
Yeah, so, you know, it's not bad, is it?
It's very
Overdrive, rebuild the engine, blah, 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 sort all the brakes out. I'm very pleased with that. Set of different plugs,
Going well?
absolutely fantastic. Listen to that.
A little bit of smoke.
Oh, yeah, well, give it a chance. Anyway, it's an old car, isn't it? Susie.
Okay.
See the first time I've driven a Bugatti.
Okay, that's it there. So that's my gear stick.
Take the handbrake off, that's all.
It's off. Let me just feel, oh God, that's
it.
first.
That's it, I think so, try it. Yeah, that's it, go on. Get it, but no, a bit more, that's it, now in the second. That's it.
Oh!
Now when you go in the third, just do it really quickly. That's it.
Oh, I love it.
Well done, darling.
Third okay or fourth?
It didn't feel good. No, no.
It's light, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Try the brakes, darling, so you know how they feel. Give it a good press.
I'm going to do it again.
It's alright, isn't it?
Well, it worked.
It's a bit better than the old trials car.
Yeah. Oh, I love it.
We all just turn around and do a circle. Notice how you haven't got to change gear.
I like the steering.
Yeah. You're gonna look like jumping jack.
Oh, this is unbelievable. Oh, this is just third gear. Just do it in third gear. Oh, I like it.
Drop it at the top. That's it. I'll have to get a smoother road, won't I?
Yeah. And what about go back into third? Do I have to clutch it? How do I do it? Rev it up and what?
Well, what you do is put it into the rev it up a little bit, rev it up again.
Yeah, I'm going to do it now.
Well, that's pretty good, I can see.
First go.
Yeah.
Whoa. Oh, it's I love it.
Put it into there.
Sorry.
Just put your foot on the brake. That's it.
It's in neutral now. Sorry, I didn't do that very well.
Ah, it don't matter. I'll tell you what, I think you did very well for the
How to
first
switch it
time.
off?
Well, you turn that. Hey?
Is that good?
Yeah, I think you did ever so well. For a woman.